This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Mike wants to know, what are some of Arn's favorite opening matches to either a supercard or a pay-per-view? And that's been something that we've had a lot of fun talking about on my podcast. I think some of our listeners, when they first start down this podcast road with us, they've been led to believe that the opening match on a big show is the quote unquote curtain jerker position. But the brains on these shows say, no, that's a very important match because it sort of sets the tone for the rest of the show. Does one stick out to you as being an all-time great opening match?
Nothing as far as exact performers. Let me just tell you how the evolution has changed, though, of the way you put a show together. When I first started, you would start with a couple of matches of underneath guys. You would move up to mid-card guys. You would go into intermission probably with still being on your mid-card guys. And then after intermission, it would start to be, the next match would be your guys that they were wanting to move up to main eventers, to the semi-main event, who very well may be main eventers already. It just so happened that on that particular night, there was another set of main eventers that were on last because maybe they had a hot angle going, maybe they were in a gimmick match, something that you would want to build the card least to most. Now, that's when I first started. But you still wanted talented people in that first match because, that was the audience's some of them, first time being at a show, first time experiencing what we do, and you want to suck them in with good quality work. They just didn't know who you were. In today's climate, on some of these shows, because there are a lot of stars and a lot of guys portrayed as big stars, but they're scattered all throughout the card. And you want to open up, right off the top of my head, if you put Jeff Hardy with anybody who is not a first match performer, but if you put him in a match with anybody, any heel, name one, doesn't matter, to open the show, right away you have marquee value and quality right out of the get-go. Boom. National anthem, Jeff Hardy music hits. Jesus Christ, if I'm a big wrestling fan and I came to watch this event, I went, I'm getting Jeff Hardy already? And that's kind of the mentality, and you set the mood for the night with that first match. Jeff Hardy gets a nice victory over somebody without it going too long. Now I'm in a good mood to watch the rest of the show, and that's kind of the mentality, and I agree with it.
Chesler 1976 writes, did you ever wrestle Jake the Snake Roberts in a singles match? I don't know why, but I think you guys would have had great chemistry together, and your matches would have been top notch.
No, Jake and I are from the same era when Tully and I were in WWF at the time. Jake was a heel. We were heels. Our paths never crossed. Big fan of his work and his thought process and his psychology. And he was pretty much the all around cowboy. It's kind of funny that our paths going forward just may cross this late in life. Kind of looks like we're heading that way.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.